All right, let's talk spreadsheets. I mean, we all use them, right? We probably spend hours every single day staring at that familiar grid. But what if that grid could do, well, more? What if it could actually think? Today, we're going to dive into how AI is completely transforming the humble spreadsheet, turning it from just a grid into, well, a genius. I mean, look at this quote from Glide. The average Excel user spends over a third of their time in spreadsheets. Just let that sink in for a minute. For a lot of us, that's more than 13 hours a week. That's a huge chunk of our work life spent just inside rows and columns. It really sets the stage, doesn't it? Spreadsheets are absolutely central to how we work, but man, do they eat up our most precious resource, our time. So yeah, we're spending all this time in spreadsheets. And let's be honest with ourselves, a lot of that time isn't exactly fun. It's not spent on brilliant high-level analysis. A lot of it feels like a real struggle, right? Just you versus the machine, battling all these tedious, frustrating little things. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. That soul-crushing moment you see a broken hashtag in A, or even worse, a hashtag ref error, and you have no idea where it came from. Or the mind-numbing task of retyping data from a PDF into a sheet. We've all been there. It's the clunky collaboration where you're not sure if you have final_report_v2 or final_report_v2_final_final. It's all these little frustrations that just add up. Okay, but what if you could just skip all of that? Imagine if, instead of wrestling with VLOOKUPs and pivot tables, your spreadsheet just understood you. Like you could just tell it what you want in plain English. That single question right there, that's the key. That's what unlocks this whole new world. And that, my friends, is where the AI assistant makes its grand entrance. Now, don't think of this as some scary, complicated tech. It's not. Think of it more like a super smart co-pilot sitting right there next to you in your spreadsheet, ready to help you out. So what are we actually talking about here? What is an AI spreadsheet tool? Well, at its core, it's just software that uses a couple of really cool technologies. You've got natural language processing, or NLP, which is basically the magic that lets it understand plain English. Then you have machine learning, which lets it spot patterns and actually get smarter as it goes. You put those two together and boom, it starts automating tasks, cutting down on mistakes, and just making you way more productive. It's like giving your spreadsheet a brain. And listen, this isn't just a minor update we're talking about. This is a total game changer. These tools give your spreadsheets actual superpowers. And the best part? Each one is basically designed to crush one of those annoying frustrations we were just complaining about. Okay, superpower number 1, formulas. You know the drill, right? The before picture is you, spending ages trying to write some ridiculously complex formula, and then even longer trying to figure out why it's not working. The after picture, you just type what you want. Something like, hey, show me total sales for the West region in Q4. And poof, the AI just spits out the perfect formula for you. It's an absolute lifesaver, not just for your time, but for your sanity. All right, next up, reporting. We've all been there. You spend a week putting together this big report, and by the time you present it, the data's already old news. It's a snapshot in time. Well, AI tools change that completely. They can plug into live data sources, turning your static spreadsheet into a living, breathing dashboard. You're making decisions based on what's happening right now, not what happened last week. Now this might be the biggest deal of all. For so long, we've basically been data janitors, right? So much of our time is spent just cleaning up data, sorting it, organizing it, all that grunt work. The AI can handle that now. It does the cleanup. It finds the patterns. And that frees us up to do the important stuff, to actually think about what the data means, to be strategists, not just data entry clerks. So when you pull it all together, the benefits are super clear. First, you get way more accuracy because machines don't make tired mistakes. Second, the analysis is lightning fast. Third, all those boring, repetitive tasks, automated. And the end result of all that, you make way better decisions because the AI can surface these hidden patterns that a human might have just scrolled right past. Okay, so that's the theory, which is great, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's get practical and check out a few different kinds of tools that are already out there, completely changing how people work. First up, we have a category that goes straight for the jugular, the formula and script generators. These tools basically act as your own personal translator, turning your plain English requests into the complex language that spreadsheets understand. And even within this category, you see different flavors. You've got a tool like Sheet AI, which is super direct. You describe what you need in one cell, and it pops the answer into another. Simple. Then you have something like Agelix, which goes a bit deeper. It doesn't just write formulas, it can also explain a confusing formula that's already there, or even write a whole script to automate a process for you. Okay, let's level up. The next category of tools goes way beyond just helping with formulas. These are all about helping you actually understand your data by automatically pulling out insights and whipping up visualizations. And honestly, this is where it starts to feel like magic. Think about all the time you've wasted messing with chart settings and axis labels. Now, with tools like Microsoft's Copilot, you can just ask your data a question. Just type "show me sales by region," and the AI does everything else. It analyzes the data and instantly creates a perfect, clean chart just like this one. All right, for our last category, we're talking about something that's, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. This is where you can take a boring old spreadsheet and turn it into a real, working, interactive app. And the craziest part, you don't have to write a single line of code. And I know that sounds complicated, but the process is surprisingly simple. You basically just clean up your spreadsheet, import it into a no-code tool like Glide, and then you get to do the fun part, customizing the layout, dragging and dropping different components. Once you're happy, you hit publish, and you have a secure app you can share with your team. It's that easy. You've gone from a static grid to a custom business tool in just a few steps. So it's pretty clear we're leaving the old world of just rows and columns way behind us. The potential here is huge. These AI tools aren't just changing how we work with data, they're fundamentally changing what's even possible to do with it. Now, it's really important to get this next point. This isn't about AI replacing people. Not at all. It's about augmenting people. Think of it this way. The AI handles all the boring, repetitive, number-crunching stuff, and that frees up our brains to do what we humans do best. Think strategically, solve complex problems, and come up with creative ideas. This quote really hits the nail on the head. One person using AI will replace 100 professionals not using AI. It's a little intense, but it makes a powerful point. The future isn't about the AI taking over. It's about the people who use AI having a massive advantage. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, you've got to start learning how to use these tools. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. That spreadsheet you've been using for years, it's not just a grid anymore. It's just been given a whole new set of superpowers. It's a dynamic, intelligent tool waiting for you. So the only real question is, what incredible problem are you going to solve with it first?